Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today I'm going to do a matchbook project. I haven't done one of these for a while. And I seen this on Scrapbooking with Me. It was one of her older videos, and I thought it was really a cute idea. So we're going to do this today. So we're going to make little matchbook pockets. And it can be an insert into your journal or your folio or standalone, whatever you want to use it for. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, all she did was used strips of leftover paper. So that's what we're doing. The paper that she used was double-sided. Mine is not double-sided. So if you have single-sided paper and you want the inside of it decorated, you can add more paper to it, or you could stamp it. I'm just going to not do that. I'm just going to make the little pockets. So this one, and they can actually be however long or wide you want them. This one is about 9 inches long. And let's see, it's about just under 3 inches wide. So all you do, and let me see. I want to kind of gauge my tallest little paper tag that I'm going to put in here. You just fold this bottom up. I have to make sure I got my flowers going the right way. I'll have to do it this way. And then over this way, so my flowers are going the right way. So you just gauge how deep you want your pocket. And then you're going to fold this over to come down here. So that'll be a pretty good size pocket. I mean, pretty tall. All right, so I'm going to just crease that down. And I folded that up about 1 7/8. So then when you bring this down, you're not going to bring it all the way to the bottom. You're just going to bring it down into here somewhere. And she closed it with a little circle. Isn't that a nifty idea? So I'm going to make sure that I'm as even as possible, and I'm going to go ahead and fold that down. So this part here, like for the regular matchbooks, we generally stapled it. This time we're going to glue our sides, but I want to round my corners first. You can or you don't have to. I like rounded corners. So how's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone is doing good. So we'll bring that down to about there. Then this paper was just, it's a grass. I couldn't find anything that I liked to go with it. So I thought I would put some green. I tried different shades of blue. I tried pink. I tried white. So we'll just do this green. So it's not really heavy paper. So I just doubled it to give it just a little bit more stability. So it's just going to fold in like this. So we'll figure about where, and then I'm going to just put glue along here, and I'm going to bring it up just a little tiny bit from the bottom. And I don't think it matters which way my grass is growing. Wipe a little bit of that off. And I'm going to hold this down. Set that up just a little from the bottom. And then I'm going to take my flap out so it doesn't get glued down. Just try to get it in the center, as good as possible. I'll go ahead and glue my pockets down. I think I should have already done that. So we're just going to glue each side. And this is just going to be a quick video. I thought a fun little video. I like making the matchbook projects. Let's see. Okay, and that'll hold that in there. You could probably fold it under just a little tiny bit more, so a little more goes under there, and I think I'll like that better. Yes, because you want to make sure it holds your flap down. So I just picked little journal papers that I had, and there's a lot of room up here for a little bit extra length, and we can just sit them in there any which way, and then we can fold this over. Now we can put this on a journal page. You can have it over here. You can have it off to the side. You can just paper clip it in. And then when you want to take one of your little cards out or add a little card, up here you could add another little pocket. And then just close it back up. But I thought this was just really, really cute. Then on the front, this is just a little collage thing that I made one day. Had nothing better to do with my time, and I'm trying to work on this collaging stuff, so I thought this turned out pretty cute. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on there, and I'm just going to glue it down. I have pop dots under this stuff. I could pop this up, but I'm just going to glue it down. This glue is really liking running out of this bottle, I'll tell you. Sometimes a little bit more than what I want it to. Okay, that's cockeyed for sure. Let's see if we can get it up real quick. I'll bet not. Nope. So we're going to have a cockeyed little fancy on our book. So anyways, that's our first one. And then just fold that right back under. That's number one. Cute. I like it. Number two. This one is a little tiny bit smaller. It's 2 3/4 by 7 3/4. So I have to see. Think I was kind of trying to see. I think it goes this way. It has a little tiny, I wanted my little humps up and down to go this way. It just doesn't look right the other way. So let me see. I use one of these. And I think that'll work good. So in just a second, I'll tell you how high this is. in advance I was kind of messing with my papers, not trying to crease them, but they have little rolls in them. And, you know. All right, this one is about 1 3/4 up. So I'm going to go ahead, not with that one, I'm going to go ahead and glue my pocket. No, I want to round my corners first. So let's wipe that off. I don't have no glue on my cutter. Now we'll glue our pocket. And I inked these. It doesn't show up a whole lot, but I inked it anyway. All right, so we'll just freshen that glue up a little bit. I like finding these different little projects that makes extra storage in the journal and the folio. You can use them in albums if you make like scrapbook albums, put pictures in. I like to do stuff like that also. Now let's see if them fit. Yes. Now this is going to go down about here. And I just picked this color. This is just a piece of lighter weight card. So I thought that went good with that color. So I'm going to just fold that down. Yep, so we have room here. Okay, so I'm going to try to put it in the center. Wow. That's just something else. I'm going to bring it up a little from the bottom. I want to make sure that it's holding it down. So then I push it back down. I'll just push it all over the place. Take that out of there. Now while that's drying, we'll go ahead and decorate the front. I just have this little bicycle. And it's like in front of a little flower shop or something. It says it's open. And then I picked this out. Oh, and on this little one here, I didn't say it says cherish. Okay, so I'm just going to set this on here. And I thought with the bicycle, this was just fitting. Keep going. So you keep pedaling that thing till you can't pedal no more. So we're going to put that on there. I'll leave it up so I make sure that I have room to tuck. Well, that'll just go underneath it a little tiny bit, and that won't hurt anything. Okay. And then up here, make sure I get this one kind of straight. We'll just glue this down. I had that other bottle, this big bottle of Fabri-Tac. I had it gauged where if I didn't push on the bottle, it just flowed nice. Now it's flowing really fast. Okay, so keep going. And we'll put this under there. I think that's cute. And I like this closure also. Good idea. So we're going to put some little music paper cutouts with flowers. This is O Come, Emmanuel. And this one is a flower page with a rose on it. It says Twilight. Again, up here on top, you could add a little pocket or anything that you wanted, a little tiny notepad. And then just close that down. Oh, I really like these. These are really cute. So for our last one, this one is bigger. It is about just over 8.5 by 3.5, and I'm going to round my corners so I don't forget, because sometimes I do a good job of forgetting. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. Okay. Now you can add lace to these or whatever you like. This paper doesn't matter which end you have going. And I'm using these large postage stamps. So here my pocket is good right about there. And that one is about 1 3/4. Did I tell you how long it was? I don't even remember. I think I did 8.5 by 3.5. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my pocket. So see, this is a really fast project. This would be a great mass make. Great scrap buster. Make a good gift. If you want to stick a gift card in there, you just make it to fit your gift card. You can just put money and forget the gift card. All kinds of things that you can do with it. And just stash it in your journal and put your little ephemera pieces in. Now let me put this back in here. And this, I put just a piece of regular printer paper on the back just to stabilize it a little bit. And let's see. So I think right about in there is good. So this one is going to be a wide one, which is a pretty good idea. I'm going to use this glue this time. Fold this over, come up from my bottom a little bit. Yeah, I got it the right way. Just wanted to make for sure. And we'll fold that down, pull that out of there. I just really think these are cute. I like this closure. Okay. And while that's drying, I'm just going to put this little butterfly on here. And he is just tickled pink. Now it's fitting, right? Tickled pink. So we'll just hold him off to the side and put that right there. And I like the color in this butterfly. I think it's just so pretty. So what do you think about these as inserts into your journal to hold tags or journaling cards? I think it's a pretty cool idea. Okay. And like I say, this one is a little bit wider, and that's all right. That doesn't hurt anything. I think it's cute. Okay, so to go with this, so this has little crocuses on it. And I'm not sure what kind of flower that is, but little white flower. Let me pull that off of there. And then we have another flower. I don't know what that is either. I'm not up on a lot of flowers. I don't know their names. So again, you could do whatever you wanted up here. We'll fold that under. And them are our matchbook pockets for our journal. Cool, huh? I like it. So let me know down in the comments what you think. And if you like my video, I just ask that you give me a thumbs up. Go back and check out some of my other videos. See some of the other stuff that I've done in the past. My very first videos was like, well, they were something else. But I think I've come quite a ways. And I love doing this. I think it's so much fun. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Come back and see me for my next one. And everyone, happy crafting. Bye for now.